Kia ora, guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Dusk's Tale. Yes, no need to correct your monitor. You are on the correct series and the correct episode. Don't let episode 1 fool you. As you see, we are now in season 2 of Dusk. If you haven't seen the previous 130 odd episodes, you can also jump in at this point as well. There might be a few Easter eggs and a little bit of confusion, but this serves as a good jumping on point for Dusk and her story in the world of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. So what happened to Dusk between the previous season and this one? Well, if you recall, in the previous season, Dusk was traveling with a number of companions, attempting to build a settlement, attempting to bring humanity back out of this dark age, and perhaps create some brighter days ahead. But you see, fate is a tricky thing, and it has its way of invading and usurping one's story. In reality, Dusk's save file is pretty corrupt. Not only that, but it's from a version well since past, and so season 2 is something of a fresh start. However, we're not losing all of that progress we made throughout season 1. You will see as we rejoin Dusk that she's not exactly where she was when we last left her. No, in fact, she is somewhere very different. Different, yet familiar. The last thing she can recall is being awake, watching over her sleeping companions, until a bright light overtook her vision, filling not just her eyes, but her mind. And following that brightness came a long period of dark. No sensation of sense, no sight, sound, touch, or smell, just a void. But eventually, that void lifted, and that is where we find Dusk at the start of season 2. Confused, alone, and for the first time in a very, very long time, afraid. And so, guys and gals, I welcome you to this, the season premiere of Dusk's Tale. And so with that, let us dive on in. And now, here, Dusk finds herself in darkness. Cold, hard floor beneath her feet. And yes, that is correct. Feet, not roots. She can see in the darkness. Cold, concrete walls around her. A familiar, sterile smell to the air. This is somewhere. Perhaps she's been before, or very similar to a place she has been before. The lab in which she spent all of her childhood. The lab that she escaped. She remembers falling asleep, remembers the others that were with her. But now, as she feels out towards her arms, her vines are missing. And her skin is pale as when we began this journey. Her philoderm, the bark that had become her outer shell, stripped away. This is Dusk bare. Dusk as she was. Welcome to season 2. Now, let's get ourselves acquainted with Dusk as she is, as this is something of a reset, but not entirely. We still have the skills that Dusk had before. All of her traits, all of the mutations that have occurred have been removed, returned to how she was, perhaps how she was meant to be. But all of her memories are still there. All of the skills that she learned are still here. And, well, this is reflecting that. Currently overweight. This is just how we start the game. But yes, we are here underground with Dusk in, well, a place that she is afraid of. And that's strange for Dusk, fear. It's something that we haven't experienced for a very, very long time. Now, I have no idea where in this lab we are. We have no idea how we got here, but we know we must survive one way or the other. Dusk will need to seek answers to understand what has happened here. We can see her fangs, and her fey eyes will guide her in this darkness, but we are going to have to be careful, and we might even start crouching. And as we take our first few steps, our ears ring as we hear the sounds of gunshots above us. We continue walking down, our feet patting along the corridor. We yell out. We hear nothing. But we see light. Perhaps there are others still here. We didn't come here by ourselves. We didn't choose to come here. We didn't bring ourselves here, which means someone or something did. And we can see Dusk in all her glory as she is. And we can see that she even has the telescoping umbrella that we started with in the past. We just have a subject suit, a familiar subject suit. In the darkness, we feel just that little bit more comfortable. Let's see what we can find in this place. A place that looks like it was home to someone at some point. More gunshots, and we can hear hostile detected, repeated time and time again. Our ears finally have stopped ringing. And with our skill in hand-to-hand, we actually do have access to martial arts. So let's see, that's the wrong button, Rycon. Here we go, we have brawling as an option. We grit our teeth and prepare for a good fight. Let's hope we won't need that. We'll be avoiding a good fight if we can. Over here we have an MP3 player, which we're going to pick up and just put into our subject suit, into what little pockets we have. We have a blanket and advanced electronics. Now we are quite intelligent. We have a fair amount of skills. We can craft a whole heap. And we're going to need to get out of this place. Now, let's see what is adjacent to us here. Glove liners. Let's go ahead and, we will put them on. Let's go cover up our hands. We do have long fingernails, slightly longer than normal. And yes, as you can see, albino animal discord. Deft fangs, fey eyes, fleet-footed, heavy sleeper, high adrenaline, insomniac, light step, lightweight, long fingernails, robust genetics, trigger-happy, and truth-teller. There is one thing that you will notice is missing, and that's the genetic instability that Dusk once had that caused her to mutate out of control. Interesting. Very interesting. We have some mayonnaise. And it is fresh. Should we eat it? Well, if it comes to it. We can't really carry anything right now. Let's see what else we have on the counter here. Cooking on a budget. Okay, so we need to be able to carry these things. We've got water here, and we've got some butter. So, ideally, we'll be able to find something that will allow us to carry all of this, or we'll have to make something. Let's continue for now. We are safe. We are still crouching. We're just trying to stay low, and there's no light in this place here. We seem to be a little bit safer. There are more food types. Okay, the bedroom. And we have some boots. It is a poor fit, so they are going to encumber our feet, but we are going to put them on all the same. Better to have our feet covered, Dusk. as we continue moving throughout this place, we hear groans and moans. The sounds of the dead that Dusk is well acquainted with. Okay, so looking in these two spaces here, without nothing to carry stuff with, but we know labs, and at the very least Dusk knows labs. People have worked here before, and more than likely will have left some of these items behind. Us just constructing them right now, probably a bit of a waste of time. So, we'll continue on all the same. Okay. We might have similar rooms across from us. We have a staircase down and a staircase up, and it looks like this is the case. We are going to be closing these things behind us. Let's see, more glove liners. Well, we've already got that, so not much for us to worry about there. A Treupan. Okay, it is an antibiotic. We will see if we can slip that into our pocket as we continue moving throughout the space. There. Okay, we have some things. An electric blanket and a rain hood. Well, it's better than having nothing at all. We're going to go and wrap that around our head. We're looking interesting. And we have the Merrick Veterinary Manual. Okay. We can learn all about zoonotic diseases. We'll see if we need to. Pick up some excess thread. And unfortunately, we have no other clothing, but we do have some sneakers that are also a poor fit. The boots are going to be better for us, I believe, at this stage. Even though they are a poor fit, they've got better protection overall. So we'll just keep our eyes peeled. There's a nice bath in this room, but no water to fill it. It seems that electricity is only on in some parts of this lab. Big metal steel doors. Okay, and we have some chewing gum. We could attempt to just eat that for now. We don't have, anything that will stop us from doing that. Let's go chew on some gum. It gives us a little bit of joy. Okay. Onwards we move. And a bandage. Okay, good. That is going to be invaluable to us early on. With the new healing, we're going to need it. Believe me. And all this food, we will be returning for as soon as we have the means to carry it. The Book of Mormon. Okay. Toastums and a gallon jug of bleach. Not for us, unfortunately. And, well, I think that's these two rooms explored. So we will continue north. Sneaking our way through here, we still haven't encountered anyone or anything yet. There seems to be a teleportation circle. And we also have some information, a journal from Gustav. Right. We could pick this up. Now, we won't remember the recipes that we have learnt in the past, so we will need things like that. But again, that's a eventual. What is this? A nice big pool of water, perhaps? Yes, very deep water. Okay. No packs yet. No means to carry things by. How are we looking? We're not really encumbered because we don't have much on us at this stage. So if we do need to fight, we can hold our own. We can't go any further down this way, so we'll carry along. Moving further down the hallway. Now we know that labs are incredibly dangerous places because of, well, all the nice changes that have happened recently. So, we have to think very carefully about where we want to go and what we want to do. A lot of zombie noise going on. A lot. We've got the Quran over here. And, Dungeon Master's Guide, 6th edition. Okay. We've got a mop. And we have a skirt and some steel toe boots. Okay, they are going to be much better for us. They don't fit right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop the boots. And I think we are going to take that skirt as well. It's going to be a little bit of extra protection. It fits us, and I believe it can be worn with what we're wearing, and it shouldn't give us too much stress. So let's go wear the boots. Okay, and we should be able to wear the skirt. Okay, so we're just wearing that over our subject suit for now, just so that we have, well, perhaps a little bit of carrying capacity from that as well, in case it has pockets. Storage, yes, it does have pockets. A single small pocket. Hey, we need every little bit we can get at this stage, Dusk. And I have to admit, it does feel very good to be saying Dusk once again. Okay. And the rest of this we should be able to move through with relative ease. So, all the kabooms we're hearing from beneath us, and I believe our hearing is still completely smashed because of that. So we're probably not hearing as well as we usually could. Okay, we've got some cotton balls. Good. Good to know at the very least. You can see that our minimap is pretty much completely blanked out at this stage. Chemistry textbook, useful. And some duct tape, very useful. We will take it. It is taking up quite a bit of our capacity, so yeah. We have some hard cheese and a dusk mask. Okay, I think we are going to take that. We are going to want to try and take it off occasionally though, especially if we're fighting, because, well, we've got those fangs, and those fangs are useful. Some more chewing gum. Leave it there for the time being. Some tramadol. It is addicting, but it is a pretty decent painkiller. Okay, we'll pick it up. Okay, across the hallway and down. I'm thinking we're going to have similar rooms, and I'm just confirming we are hearing that clanging coming from beneath us. So the level that we're on still seems to be safe. Safe enough. But this place is definitely inhabited. We're pretty much going to go straight for this wardrobe, and unfortunately, nothing for us, but a long sleeve shirt, and it does fit. Okay, good. So we're going to be kind of starting to move away from using the subject suit, purely just because, well, Dusk had spent so much of her previous life in this thing. So the sooner we get it off, the better, really. Now, it is covering our legs, our arms, and the torso. I think we're going to take it off now. We are going to lose some of our storage capacity. Yeah, do we? Do we? You know what? Yes, I say we are going to do that. We're going to take the subject suit off, which, actually, that's our only carrying at the moment. We won't be able to carry anything after that. Reluctantly, we will keep it for now, and we will stay sneaking as we are. I believe that is actually helping us move through here and remain undetected. It seems to be. But just the amount of voices we're hearing, it's quite concerning. Okay, and some more boots. Most things do not seem to fit Dusk here. And we have a golf cap. You know what? I think the rain hood is perfectly fine. Don't have to worry about the rest. Ooh, okay. And we have medical gauze. Nice. Okay, so it's pretty decent. And some Prozac. We will take both of those for now. Ooh, well, this has actually been a decent residential area. And I apologize for the amount of dead we are hearing. Let's have a peek. Okay, another peek. Okay, now we know that we're probably going to encounter something. Alright, so at this stage, I think we are going to take off our Dusk mask, just so that we're good there. And I think we might actually take off these glove liners. No inventory space for them. That's tough. But I would like to have our hands bare if we are going to be potentially encountering something here. We're just going to wait here for a moment or two. South and below. Okay. So these were just glass doors. What I'm afraid of... Okay, no, this is a regular room. I am very nervous about turrets. The rubber boots. Yeah, see, that I think we could go for. We're going to go take off these steel toe boots. They are very good. We're just going to throw them against the wall. There we go. Yeah, the others are going to be a lot better for us. Let's see if we can do that again. Wear rubber boots. For one, actually they are even more encumbering, even though they aren't poor fitting, but it's the environmental protection that I want from them. Let's get those boots on. Let's keep moving throughout this place. Okay, we've got some scissors, and that can be a weapon. I still would think that Dusk would be more of a weapon just by herself. We really need something to be able to carry this stuff with. As we all know, tools are very useful. Whatever was in here isn't in here any longer. It seems to have smashed its way through. A fractional distillation apparatus. Not exactly what we're after. Okay. Well, I suppose we can go down into the next room of smashed glass. Our ears ring from more gunshots beneath us. Ah, there we go. We see a zombie struggling to stand. It is aware of us. We have spotted it, and we are going to move backwards. We were crouching, so we were moving a lot slower. Let's see if we can go back to a walking speed and just move back. Ideally, fighting this one by itself. We whip our leg around, tripping it to the ground, damaging it as its head slams against the cold concrete. We slash out again, jumping on top of it, sinking our fangs into its throat for a really decent amount of damage, following up by another slash with our fingers. Again, we bite and claw. It lunges as we roll around on the floor, but we dodge to the side. And then with one final swing, we send it flying away from us. We have two stumbling towards us, with fangs piercing and claws slashing. Oh, yeah, we are definitely not alone here. But as you can see, even Dusk unarmed is still able to handle herself in these situations. However, we are going to run back here because we don't want to be fighting more than one at a time. As the larger zombie trips over the chair, we sink our fangs into it, knocking some of them back, sending them reeling onto the tables. We slash again, and now, at this point, we move back to the doorway, hoping that they will come at us one by one. We fake a strike, moving to the side, and then bite down hard with our fangs. Oh, okay, they both made it through. Let's see the condition of them. Lightly injured and is uninjured. It's currently downed, but we're going to see if we can just move back one. Take a slash at the one on the door. There we go. Send it reeling backwards. Okay, another death. We slash out again. There are more here than I thought there was going to be. And they keep coming through. Alright. Silence. Apart from, of course, all the gunfire. But it would seem that we might have cleared this area for now. We will be sure of that. A conference room of sorts, it would seem. And we've got some orange soda. You know what? Let's go ahead and crack that open. Drink that back. Or not. I thought we might be being able to just consume it right then and there. Open aluminium can. Oh no, we already have. Okay, good. Alright, so we have a number of dead things around us here, and there's a good chance that they might have something that's useful to us, like a handheld game system. We could find something, possibly a backpack on one of these fools. But for now, we are just going to slash at their remains to make sure that they aren't able to come back from this death that we've given them. Okay, a messenger bag, and it's actually in pretty good condition, but unfortunately, one of these zombies was in a wedding dress, so we have an interesting assortment of dead that were down here. Perhaps When the Cataclysm happened, many of them rushed into this laboratory or were close by, perhaps family members of the various technicians. But as to how our Dusk got here, we still don't understand that. We are going to take this messenger bag, even though it is filthy. We are going to wear it, and we're going to be quite upset for it. We heard a loud hiss. Stop smashing, but we'll ignore the hiss for now. As we continue to smash through the rest of these bodies, let's just quickly check on our mood and see how we're doing. Okay, so we're pretty upset about the filthy gear. It gives us 100% negative, so we're going to be getting more and more upset about that. You know what? Screw it. It's not worth holding on to. We'll get rid of that. We'll keep our morale up for now if we can. Everything else that they're going to have on them is more than likely going to be filthy, so we won't be able to touch it. The grape drink, we could probably skill that back as well, as that is untouched. There we go. We are slaked. Okay, Dusk. So she can still handle herself in a fight, which is good to know, because I believe we're going to have to do a fair amount of fighting before we leave this place behind. So let's continue through here as we hear, "Look out," from the southwest. Now that's not below, that is just the southwest. So there is someone or something speaking on the level that we are on, and we are starting to feel a little hungry. So let's make our way back in towards the kitchens here and see if we can't have something to eat. We have a grapefruit. We'll go ahead and eat the whole thing. Okay, we are hydrated. We are peckish. We could probably do with eating just a little bit more food if we can. What do we have here? Uncooked TV dinners, so that's a no. And here we have some almond milk and some coffee syrup. Probably avoid drinking/eating those for now. And we have a PB&J. Nice. Okay. Well, with all the moaning and groaning that's still going on, we are going to continue our exploration here. Part of me is tempted to just go up the stairs, though, because the sooner that we get out of this place, the better. I mean, Dusk does want answers, but she also wants to know where she is. With no map on her, I'm not going to be looking at the overworld map. Are we still in Mount Auburn? Peeking upstairs, we can see more doors, perhaps leading to bedrooms. They are wooden doors, and that seems to be the trend, more often than not. A closed wooden door. We peek inside, and yes, it does seem to be another home. So, out of all the rooms we've found so far, predominantly they have been housing. Housing for the laboratory staff. Which is interesting. It's different from what we've experienced in other labs. And clam chowder and ammonia. Great. And just some books over here. Really, we are only concerned with the wardrobes in these places at this stage, in the hopes that we will find what we need. A rolling pin. Well, that's a potential weapon for us. No. Alas, this is another bit of a bust. The bathrooms can still have medications, so it's worth us having a quick look inside. I'm imagining we have similar rooms, yes, adjacent to us. I don't think we heard much in the way of sound from above, so I feel like we might be a little safer here. Another dress shirt, it is a poor fit, however, and a war novel. Okay. One of the good things to consider is that we're not freezing, which means this lab is not super chilled. However, we've got blood spatter on this window, the jagged glass dripping with red matter. What caused this? Or who? Hello. Right, we have a crawling zombie dead here. Dead. Did they die while crawling through the glass, or did something or someone else kill them? We are hearing voices from below coming through the ventilation system. It's coming right for us. But who is speaking? Dusk has had more than a few encounters with creatures that can speak. Pair of socks, poor fit. We don't have any socks on at the moment, so poor fitting socks are better than nothing. And hey, we got ourselves a summon kit, which we're actually going to drop some things for. We can probably go back to wearing the dust mask again, which should allow us to carry that. There we go. And we can probably reload the summon kit with the thread. Nice, making it just a little bit easier to carry that stuff around. Okay. And so we continue for now. And I think that's probably the rooms that we have access to for now. Oh, I do not like that. Yeah, whenever doors kind of don't line up correctly, it does freak me out ever so slightly. This looks like a corridor. Okay, we've got a light at the end of this corridor. Okay. Let's just wait here for a time. We don't know. All it's going to take is one turret here to to make our day very, very bad. So, I don't know about rooms like this, really. I don't trust them. I don't know if we need to spend too much time in them. Ah, look how we're looking at the moment. Okay, oh, to the south, we can see a security guard stumbling down the hallways. A shambling human corpse wearing a grey uniform and a bulletproof vest with security blazoned across the front. It looks like the guard was quite physically fit before death. It moves quickly and powerfully, albeit clumsily. We stand in the light, waiting for the creature to stumble towards us. As we take off our dusk mask, dropping it on the ground, we reveal our fangs as we wait for the creature to near us. It moves to the side. We trip it to the ground. Sinking our fangs into its neck, we continue to slash it as it tries to raise itself back up onto its feet. We trip it again, knocking it to the ground, slashing. With no attack coming from the creature yet, we are fast, and you'll be able to tell we actually are. With our current encumbrance, our dodge is really good. So sometimes not wearing as much equipment is pretty decent, and for Dusk that seems to be working out. Let's see, do you have anything useful that we can use? Not entirely. Let's go ahead and tear up your remains, and we will grab our Dusk mask back for now, to protect us from the environment. Let's see, we can't see in that room at all. Having a little bit of light is nice, and with the security guard being down there, I gotta think we're safe in this space. Yes. That we are. But more security is here. Okay, well, I think it's going to take a second or two for us to take this off, so I'm going to see if we can just drop it. Okay, we dodge to the side as we slash out towards the security guard, sinking our fangs into the side of his leg. Now, keeping him on top of this is actually going to help us out a fair amount, because you can see the movement cost on here is 200, so they are going to be a lot slower. We hit the... Okay, so we are actually hitting the security guard with our long fingernails, like punching at him, but it's not doing any damage. However, our fangs are, as we send him reeling back off the table, he grows weaker with every strike until life leaves him. Very good. Let's see what you have hidden on you. A cash card and an expandable baton. Honestly, I think we are better with our hands still than what this baton can do. It's got well, I guess it's not expanded yet. It can be clipped onto a belt loop. Interesting. I'm tempted for us to hold on to it just to see if it will make a difference, but yeah, I think just taking the cash card for now is what we're going to need to do. Or we've already slashed you to pieces, and we're just going to go ahead and wear that Dusk mask again. What was that? Police hiking boot? Oh no, police duty belt. Okay, so you could clip that on. Good to know. Very good to know. Looks like they were just alone in here. What do we have here? Charcoal. Okay. Nothing else in here for you, Dusk. So, where to? Big open space where we can hear yap? Maybe not. Let's continue north for now, into the darkness. It's a little bit more comforting. Not entirely dark. What do we have here? We have a terminal that doesn't seem to be working. And, well, we would recognize this from our good old friend Bran, that this is a clinic. Yes, a clinic where certain work was being performed. We can see a CBM through here, a finger lighter CBM. We can hear noises coming from within, and more importantly, we can see a staircase. That we might just want. Okay, we're hydrated, we're peckish. I don't think we need to worry about anything else. But let's just have a look. It's an operating theatre. Can we bypass the security here? We can. Dusk is quite good at what she does. Unlock the auto-dock door. We might as well see what's inside, right? Let's attempt to. The lock is disabled. Let's see what you've got. Okay. It's dark inside here. Alright, what is that? A filter mask cartridge. Okay. And a nurse bot. Okay. A soft robotic voice says, "Here we go. Just hold still. We're okay. We don't need your assistance." A finger lighter. There's 2 finger lighters in here. Okay, I guess you can kind of go pew pew. I assume so. And there's an anesthetic kit in here as well. It's just quite heavy, and I don't believe we will have a need for that. We can hear a child shrieking from beneath us. We can hear movement from beyond this door. Again, not of interest to Dusk. No, we must continue. And perhaps having a peek up here, seeing where this leads. Okay, it's another corridor. How far underground are we? We have no way to tell yet, not until we get a device or something that could allow us to use the map. Now, Dusk does have abilities, I suppose you could say. She can sense other people when they are close by. She had quite the connection with a twin of hers. So she can have a sense for the area around her, but right now we are avoiding using the map to keep things interesting. And now we have taken a step upstairs. All seems well. Another corridor. Okay. Wooden doors, I'm more than happy to open. These I'm not so sure about. Looks like it might be a storage room of sorts. Okay, and another staircase up. Well, we have that answered for us. Let's see what's waiting in here. Right, we don't have a means to pry these, but we can, easily enough. It'll take a moment or two. Is it worthwhile? Is it worth us making a makeshift crowbar? It's a pretty handy tool. We still have no means to carry anything. We are more than likely going to have to make something for ourselves before we leave this place. We will see. We don't need to just yet. Let's wind our way through here. This is a very noisy place. We're hearing more robotic voices. What do we have here in the large cardboard box? Safety glasses. Well, sure. I'd love to wear those. A little bit of extra protection. And it looks like we've got some more over here. Yeah. Opening up those crates would be nice. Again, we will wait and see. Oh, a sponge. A sponge is always useful, especially when it comes to cleaning things. However, again, we're a little bit limited on what we can carry, so I don't think it's going to happen. The insecticide is also very tempting. So for now, Dusk, let's make our way back upstairs if we can. We're just going to peek. Okay, this is the top staircase. So, knowing labs, we know what awaits us up here. So let's just open that door, and we're just going to peek over that side. It's dark, but there more than likely is a turret guarding this entrance, and Dusk is very much aware of that. She's been to a few of these places before. So, how are we going to get around that? Or how are we going to deal with that? We have the means, potentially. It depends whether or not we have the recipes to be able to make certain things as well. Let's just have a look. Obviously, you can see we still have a fair bit of knowledge when it comes to a lot of this stuff. So, if I was to search for, let's say, a EMP, we can make an EMP bomb, okay. A microwave generator, wow, okay, yeah, that's an inactive EMP hack. Yeah, so we need an EMP grenade to be able to do that. We can't make an EMP grenade, unfortunately. What about scrambling? Because a lot of these things we do need to probably have the books to be able to make them. Let's just have a look. Scrambled eggs. Okay, so no, that's not an option for us. Okay, so in that case, well, I guess we're gonna have to explore around here a little bit longer, aren't we? Yeah. And the makeshift crowbar isn't a terrible weapon. However, I think we're gonna try and see if we can deal without it for now. I don't like some of these rooms, just because we can't. Rather, there isn't any way for us to know if we are just walking into a turret fest. Corridors I like. Okay, this is a CBM vault. Right, we don't have any interest in that. No, none whatsoever. We do have interest in other things that labs can provide, and look at this, Dusk. We have vats, seemingly empty, but others containing arms. Perhaps we can reach in and examine this. No, it's sealed. But can we break it? We kick against the side of it, and then the water starts to flood out of it onto the floor. And there is an arm, a misshapen human arm. Very interesting. It didn't look like it was severed. We don't have time to think about this, Dusk. We need to keep moving. Yes, we do. Now, I am actually having a look at our sound. If I start crawling, or rather crouching, yeah, you can see our sound goes down to 0, so we are better off moving around like this. We aren't seeing much in this room. We have dimethyl sulfoxide and some clean water. Okay, very good to know. Alright, and there's some super glue and some other good things down here. Well, let's see what we have in here. Aha, a big room of crates. That's nice. And a bit of a darker room. We can't see inside of it. It seems safe. More storage, more crates. Crates which I wouldn't mind having a look at. And I think we are looking at bathrooms here. Yes, that we are. And we have some more thread that we can pick up. Let's go ahead and just remove that, and we will reload our sewing kit. Let's have a look at the others, see if there's anything worthwhile. Having the light blind us is a little frightening, but I think we're good. And that is a fully loaded sewing kit. I don't like either of those doors, because there's no way for us to view the next area from the side, which generally we want to do, because if there's something really bad in there, well, we want to be able to dodge it. So, let's have a peek. Ooh, is that a taser? I think it might be. Let's have a look. Get items. It is a taser. Okay, we could hold on to this. I don't know how much the taser would actually do for us. Although, what's its range, and could we potentially tase a turret? I guess it's not like a... Oh, it's adjacent. Yeah, so obviously it's one that you just touched to them. Yeah, okay. Right, I see. Don't like that, because we can't see what's going on. I don't like that as much. Really, it doesn't matter which way we go, we're going to have a bit of trouble. I wasn't expecting us to get out of this place in the first episode, but we certainly want to have the means to do such a thing. So let's carry on for now then, huh, Dusk? Alright, we want to peek. Okay, what was that? It's just a test tube rack. Okay. That's all good. We're happy with that. What's hidden over here? Oh, it's a door. Whoa, okay, we could not see that at all. That's a little frightening. Another room that we can't really see inside. I wouldn't mind having a flashlight. It'd be quite nice to have, just because those rooms really have no idea what's going on inside of them. Ah, hello. We have a broken cyborg. It is aware of our presence. Kill all humans, it calls out in the darkness. Well, we don't necessarily need to encounter you, so we're going to move away from you for now. We need to make up our mind. We need to be able to carry more things. We need to develop something that will help us get out of here. We do know that these labs harbor weaponry that might work against a turret, for example. So I think we're going to have to be a little bolder. We're going to have to take a step out and try and see if we can discover more in these places. Okay, this is quite a large room. And a nurse bot. Ah, we have discovered yet another operation theatre. At least that seems to be what we're looking at here. Okay, well, not exactly what we were after, but I guess that's something. Another nurse bot that might be able to help us in the future. Miscellaneous software on a USB drive. And what do we have here? A leather apron. Well, it's not terrible. It gives us a little bit of encumbrance, but it gives us a little bit of protection at the same time. Protection, I'm down with for now. Yeah, I'm okay with this encumbrance. We'll take the little added protection that we get from that leather apron. Okay, we can hear a lot of electronic voices that we are going to try and, not listen to right now. What do we have up here? A large, dark corridor. Okay. Ooh, some more thread. We have enough at this stage. Okay. Let's check these boxes. What do we have inside of this one here? Integrated circuit data. Okay. That's potentially useful in the long run. Not right this second, but we will need ways to get out of here. And what is that sound there? Is that a someone or a something? Let's call out. Yell. Okay, hearing a few sounds in there. Let's see if we can track what that sound is next time we hear something close. We're waiting a turn or two. More electronic voices. I see. Okay. In the darkness, a bear, with half of its face missing, rushes up towards the glass to meet us, where it's held in place. Held in a cage. A cage not unlike what Dusk has experienced before. There is a sense of empathy and sadness for the creature, but knowing that it is mindless and that there's nothing she can do to help with that, we will continue on. Separation funnel and a Geiger counter. A Geiger counter is useful to have, but takes up a fair bit of space considering we don't have a huge amount of volume. It would take up, more than I'm willing to give up right now. An interesting looking corridor. And I think we might have another... Yeah. Okay, well, I think it's kind of... Yeah, we are going to have to look at making ourselves a crowbar here, I think, to be able to pry through some of these. So, we'll need to go back to the last source of light that we can recall, which I'm pretty sure, well, we've got some over here. Just some dim light, and we have a lot more over here. So we need two things. We need a pole, and we need effectively a makeshift hammer. I'm pretty sure we can get both of these things by destroying one of these. And we're just gonna have to start clanging, trying to tear it apart with our hands. See if we can smash it to pieces. We don't seem to be damaging the locker. Well, okay, so we are going to need something that's going to be able to do a little bit more bash damage. To do that, let's smash this table to pieces. We don't seem to be damaging the counter. Okay, we aren't very good, it would seem, at smashing things anymore. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Let's get some of that stamina back, Dusk. We probably don't need to be sneaking around anymore as well. We can just do a straight up walk. So we are going to need something that's a little bit heavier. The telescoping umbrella does have a little bit of bash to it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Let's see if we can just smash this chair then. Okay, so we've got some splintered woods and we've got some planks. The planks have a lot more bash to them. Let's wield the plank and see if we can get away with smashing this locker now that we have a bit of a tool. There we go. So we have a chunk of steel, which can work as a hammer and a pipe. So we're just going to need both of those things. So let's just start hauling. We can probably go and just drop the plank for now. Ignore. Oh wow, we're going to have to do this every time. There's just so much kabooms. All of the kabooms. Okay, here we go. Down to the light. Alright, let's do a little bit of crafting, huh? So, if we go to weapon, makeshift crowbar? Makeshift crowbar, there it is, fantastic. So it's going to take us a minute to crack that thing together, and now we have ourselves a makeshift crowbar. Let's go ahead and just leave everything else on the ground, and we're going to be able to crack through some of these containers now. Okay, a syringe, a useful tool. Should we require syringing? You know what, let's actually take that because it's going to be very light. Okay, aluminium sulfate. It's going to take me a little while to get used to just not consuming chemical compounds. Like our poor Bran, the mechanical man. Alright, well we've cracked through those and nothing really interesting. So let's see, I think the other lot was to the north. We've got some to the east. We will check those out first in the hopes that we can find something of use to us. A processor board. Okay. Some clean water. At least we know we have food and water that we can work with here. A chunk of steel. Ceramic armor plating. Some rubber gloves. And not much else. Okay, on to the last lot in this space. Concerning amount of groaning. Keep on trying to pry. Okay, a signal receiver. All of these things are potentially useful. Let's go up towards the next set of them. Okay, we're looking up over in this direction. Potential. And a water purifier. That's actually really good. The volume is quite a decent amount. It's a battery-powered device designed to purify drinking water. It's decent. We are coming across quite a lot of purified water right now, though, so I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, let's go with that for now. Okay, it looks like to the north is where we want to go next. Just work our way up here. And open up. We've got some batteries, a fair amount of batteries at that. An SICP, okay. And some RAM. Well, we never know. We could find something of use in this. And, internal climate control and an inhaler. I know we would have killed for that inhaler once upon a time. And you know what? Soldering iron, sure. It's a tool that we are going to require in this space. And with these big metal doors, yes, let's see what we have here. Prisoner containment. Well, prisoner containment is a bit of hit and miss. However, we'll see if we still have the ability to hack. That we do. We've done a fair amount of hacking with Dusk before. Stay on the move. Let's see, what do we have here? What is that? Codeine. Okay. We probably have enough at the moment. And yes, a purse. Fantastic. So that's going to be strapped to our torso. It's going to give us a little bit of encumbrance. Let's see. Are we having... Yeah, so we probably want to take off the leather apron now and drop that to the ground because they're on the same layer, effectively. Try that again. Leather apron. We will just drop you on the ground. Oh, we're throwing you. My bad. Let's throw the apron and grab the crowbar. Keep you at hand. And let's see. Yes, torso is only slightly stacked incorrectly. So that's fine. We can live with that. Alright, we're not peckish at the moment. We're not hungry either, so we don't need to eat yet. As we are slightly overweight, we actually want to make sure that we aren't eating too much. Okay, so we do want to try and go to the next room. Because there can be some good things inside of them from time to time. What do we have down here? Purifier. Well, we are very familiar with that. And a screwdriver. Fan-frickin-tastic. Very good. Some sunglasses. It's tempting. Our eyes are quite sensitive to the light. And some things never change. The dead remain. Okay. Let's go ahead and open this thing up if we can. Emergency containment release. Yes. The doors are open. Okay. So we just have the crowbar in our purse now. So let's move through here carefully if we can. We want to avoid disturbing them if we don't have to. And I'm pretty sure we have to go to the northwest to get to where some goods are stored. And yes, we do. Antiseptic, and that's a lot. We could stop off in some of the bedrooms here, but there's no real point. We're going to close up behind us and think about where we want to go next. See, these metal doors, they generally tend to lead to spaces like this. Very, very useful spaces. So let's see if we can't find another. What I'm hoping for is a vault of sorts that might be storing goods. Military goods. Because while we're not amazing with firearms, I think we could do a thing or two to take down a turret. I want to go that way. Yes, we do look rather different at the moment. Alright, what do we have down here? Glass doors, quite a few of them. Does make me a little uneasy because I'm wondering whether or not turrets can shoot through those glass doors. Alright, I'm gonna say probably don't have anything. Oh, we do have a bedroom though. Now we're talking. Okay, a wristwatch. That's good. We can tell the time. Let's go ahead and put this thing on. Actually, hang on. We can tell the time at the moment. Why? That's interesting. Usually we can't. Oh, because we just picked up the wristwatch, I think. Let me just drop it. Oh yeah, we had no idea what it was before. Okay, well yeah, we can wear this. Go ahead and put that on. It is 9:39 a.m. Okay, and we've got some boxer shorts. Right, they do not fit. And a collar pin. Can't really do much with it. It's a fancy piece of clothing, but yeah, that's that. We might be looking at some more bedrooms here then. No, that is a room that more than likely has a turret inside of it. So at least we can still detect the terminals in the room, so we'll know to just, yeah, not go that way ever. More bedrooms, that's good. Okay, more duct tape. Very tempting, so we're going to take it. Just because that adhesive is just, yeah, it's always a valuable tool. Hello, that's right, you live in there. Flippin' nope. That's two rooms in a row that have turrets inside, and that's why we peek at this stuff. And I don't want to go in that room, not anymore. Nope, I do not. These though, we can probably have a peek at them, and we have a staircase down, and I think that's another purifier actually. No, it's a wrapped radiation badge. Might be beneficial having that with us, but we will say no for now. Generally, I think not seeing light in there makes me think that the terminals aren't in, so we're probably safe, but we are just going to continue to play it that little bit more cautiously. Let's smash that. Okay, this though, this looks like, yeah, a little bit of a grow lab. Oh, okay, crates again. Nitric acid, okay. Alright. We seem to be okay in this space. Nothing terrible. Okay, just some cough syrup. Well, I think overall, we are doing okay in terms of our health. We are still hearing kabooms beneath us. And we still don't have a way past what awaits us at the top of this. And we still don't have any answers as to how we got to be here in the first place. It is still a mystery to our Dusk. But we've done a good job so far. A good job not to get shot. Okay. You might be able to tell, but I don't trust any of these rooms anymore. Not after what we've experienced before. Like that, we can see the whole room, we know what's going on. Scissors are very useful, so we will go ahead and pick you up. We need to have some cutting quality. You know what? Let's continue on towards the east for now. Just ease our way through here. Let's go as far east as we can. A long lit corridor. That doesn't end in much. Well, what do we have over here? Another kind of corridor. Okay. A big empty room. Okay. Well, here we are, in a lab again, with Dusk, the same, yet different. She has all of her memories, but doesn't remember how she got here. As to where here is it Mount Auburn? Are we still in the same area? Where are the people that we care about? Why are we here? Perhaps we will be able to garner some answers in the future, but it will be that in the future. Thank you for joining me for the new season of Dusk's Tale. Please do join me and Dusk in the next. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.